Well, hi, I'm Brad Sugars, the author of The Wealth Coach. And looking at wealth from many different angles, we have to start to understand that wealth isn't just created by the income we make. It's not what you make, it's what you do with what you make that makes you wealthy. Now, I've met many people over the years who've made a lot of money and spent even more. And whilst they're income rich, they're not actually rich. They don't build wealth. They've got great income. And if they stop working, then the day they stop working is the day they stop making money, and therefore they start going broke again. So it's kind of crazy that we see people living that way when investing is a big part of what we could be doing and obviously should be doing. So let's look at investing from several different angles. First and foremost, there's the emotion versus logic debate. Unfortunately for most people, it's all about getting the result now. It's all about, what do I have right now? I want the car today. I want to buy the new toy now. I want to buy the new thing in this moment. And emotion kicks in rather than the logic factor of, I need to put this money into an investment so that I've got plenty of money later on. And what happens is, it's kind of like eating, isn't it? It's like, I know I should have a diet, but I don't. I know I should exercise, but I don't. I know I should invest, but I don't. So what is it emotionally that stops people investing? Well, this is one of the big reasons I wrote The Wealth Coach, is to take people on a journey of how you learn wealth, not just, you've got to become wealthy in your head and your heart before it happens in your pocket. You've got to learn the emotional side of it. And that's why I want you to read the book and understand the journey of wealth, not just the strategies of wealth. To become wealthy, you actually have to trust in yourself. You actually have to trust in your investments. Because when you look at what stops people making money, or what stops people investing, I guess, I guess it's really important to understand that, because people have bad habits, and bad habits lead to a lack of investing. They haven't built investing habits. The habits of reading the financial information, the habits of reading books around this subject. If you don't have those habits of financial success, then of course you're not going to have financial success. Again, why I teach them in the book. Tradition is another thing that stops people investing. They do the things the way their family's always done it. They do the things the way their friends do it. And they don't build that, I guess, wealth mindset is part of it. Peer pressure comes with that too. The peer pressure. I remember when I first was working my butt off to invest and to build wealth and to build my companies. The honest fact was that most of my friends were out having fun, partying, doing all that stuff, and saying, it was this peer pressure to stop working so hard and to stop doing that. And I said, if that's your peer pressure, change your peer group, hang out with different people that if you don't invest, they get upset with you, I guess. Lack of knowledge, another reason people don't invest. But what was who was it that said it? Someone famous once said, if you think education's expensive, try ignorance. I kind of feel it was Eleanor Roosevelt, but I'm not certain on that. Maybe you should look that one up. Fear stops people investing. They have all of these expectations of what if it goes bad? What if this happens? What if? And obviously there will be times when investing is worse off than other times. But again, knowledge is a major component to a lack of, to an increase in fear. What we don't know about, we fear more of. Apathy. I think that's another big reason people don't invest. I think that, we believe that it's all going to be okay. We believe that it's all going to get better without doing anything. We don't care enough. The fear and greed are not great motivators, but the desire for financial freedom, the desire to provide for yourself and your family long term should definitely be a motivator. Identity. I think people's identity, they don't see themselves as wealthy. They don't, and by not reading and not attending seminars, you don't shift your identity. By hanging around the wrong people, you don't shift your identity. And this is all in the book, and I want you to get the detail of it in the book. I just want to give you a summary today of why it's important to understand investing. Why do we invest? Well, the aim of investing is really simple. Money making money. Instead of your labor making money, your effort, your energy making money, it's about money making money. And so the philosophies and strategies behind that is what I've written about in the book. But unless you understand that the majority of poor people have one simple attribute around money: they spend all of it. They don't buy anything, they rent, they lease, they purchase on finance. Well, in fact, most poor people don't purchase on finance because they can't even get finance. They've got to rent and do that sort of thing. Whereas the middle class do use finance. And that's one of their biggest problems. The middle class are stuck in a revolving door because they can get finance, so they do. They buy a car on finance, so they do. And they end up paying more in taxes and interest in their life than anything else. Whereas the wealthy person understands that if you start out investing 10% of your money, a few years down the road you'll be able to invest 20%, in a few years it'll be 30%, in a few years it'll be 40%, in a few years it'll be 50% of your money is going into investments, and it hits what Albert Einstein said is the eighth wonder of the world: compounding interest. Compounding interest is just time and money. The rate of return multiplied by the time gives you the amount of return you're going to get. So, is investing important? Absolutely, investing is important. Is investing something you must do? Well, it's the old thing of, you don't have to have a lot of money to invest, but you have to invest to have a lot of money. Not a complex thing, but learn about money. Please, I implore you, read my book, The Wealth Coach, my other book, Billionaire in Training. Read all 16 of mine, it'd be great. I'm sure my publishers will love you for that. But more importantly, just keep learning about it. Keep studying it. My best mentor ever, Jim Rohn, said, read a book a week for the rest of your life and you'll always be a success. So start with The Wealth Coach. Click on the link now. Buy it, pre-order it, get a few copies for some of your friends, and let's get started there. Understand investing. I want to finish with a simple little story. I had a friend come to my house a few weeks ago, and they were joining them for a dinner party, and they said, wow, you must make a lot of money to have a house like this. And I turned and I looked at them and said, you know what? I do make good money, but this house isn't paid for by money. This house is paid for by investing. Remember that. Investing gets it all. Invest in yourself first, your knowledge first, and the rest will come. Take care. Enjoy The Wealth Coach. Enjoy investing and building wealth. Take care. Bye for now.